They feasted at Magnolia Table, they've ridden the boats down the Brazos, and now they're ready for their Baylor Bears to go to work here inside McLean Stadium in Waco, Texas. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Iowa State Cyclones taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Coming out aggressively. And this one will be ruled incomplete. Made the catch, but just couldn't stay in bounds. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays, and once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
It's complete to the left. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when you catch a big fella.
And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, still looking. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. Strikes the blow. A tremendous play to make the interception, and then the return takes him close to the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Bennett. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt. Might
as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Looking downfield, it's Bennett. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. He'll work his way down to the 28. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. The give from the gun. Fights off the defender. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the field.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Now, a fourth down.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Quarterback will keep it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting one on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
After that pick 6 on the opening drive, good show of focus here to get back in scoring position. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
It's now second and goal. That's the end of the first quarter. With the total, Iowa State 7, Baylor 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It's second down.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Baylor! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out a wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Send it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Now second and 10. They'll run the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Beck. It's complete to the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Cyclones! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Sometimes it just takes an offense a little while to settle into the game, and David, it seems like they have here in the second.
No doubt you get those nerves out, you get a few of those hits in, everybody starts to get a little bit of rhythm, and now you start to see it, Palmer. They're starting to put some points on the board.
Yeah, they're lathered up, I think, on the field. I think the play caller has also gotten himself into a bit of a rhythm here, too.
The run to the right. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They're going to ride this running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Scanning the field, it's Bennett. Makes the pass. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't let him get... Turn, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Looking for room. It's Hansen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Cyclones line it up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Iowa State. Number
He'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. He unleashes a long one. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Bears! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Oh, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Oh, he's going to take a chance. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They think there's room to run to the right here. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Iowa State 28,
And the Cyclones will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. To throw, it's Bennett. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got room on the return. At the 20. Touchdown, Iowa State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Hand off from the shotgun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Still running at the 40. And he's running in the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big game.
The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Going up top on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Bears are in the hurry-up.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Dropping back, it's Bennett. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Man, I've I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Looking to the big tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. On the option. He'll pitch it.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Gets it out quickly. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd.
Iowa State 35, Baylor 20.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Makes the grab on the shuffle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. The Bears in the hurry up. Quarterback keeps it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Bennett. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll take it himself. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance.
They will score! Touchdown, Baylor!
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Army overcame a tough opponent, but not only that, a raucous crowd. The Black Knights tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, if they had a good one there. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Finds his man down the middle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They go to the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Now, 4th down.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. At the 20, he's got space. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
You always want to be be quiet, right? When you're the home team, you don't want to give too much noise, disrupt the offense. They were super quiet and super tight. They needed a big play on 4th down, and their QB comes through with an unbelievable scramble. Still time left. Nice effort, nice first down.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. And this will be caught. Touchdown in the final minute. We're a 2-point conversion away from a tie.
Wow, unbelievable. This is crazy. Man, great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best 2-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. Looking to pass, it's Beck. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. The Cyclones get it past the sticks. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Late in the game, a lot about execution, right? The quarterback has to understand situational awareness, has to understand it. First of all, he does a great job of scrambling, but then the understanding part we're talking about clicks in. Does a great job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Timeout, Iowa State.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Iowa State.
And here comes the field goal unit. This for the lead and very likely the win. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. They get him down after he makes the catch.
The end of regulation with the score all time.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to, what, a couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground and getting upfield.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he makes the extra point.
Iowa State 42, Baylor 35.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. From the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man, it's Bennett. He'll try to do it himself. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3.
Coming up, 4th down.
4th down. Pick it up here or this game is over. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Bears! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
No interest in another overtime. They'll go for two and the win. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. He's in! The two-point conversion in overtime. What a call to win the game.
You know, David, coaches are always preaching mental toughness, and at this juncture of the game, you need one play to get it done, and the offense delivered.
Man, all this time, all the energy, all the effort to get to that one singular play. Offense versus defense for a two-point conversion, and the offense comes through with the win.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly.